1958 is a day of great importance in the history of Sarthak. It was on March 16th that 6,000 Sgi youths gathered for the cause of Kosen Rufu. As we all know, Kosen Rufu is the movement that spreads the words of Nichiren Daishonin and introduces the way to happiness to others. On that day, the second Sgi president, Josei Toda, passed the baton of Kosen Rufu to the youth of the world. The youth pledged to fight for world peace as the torchbearers of Kosen Rufu. It was a ceremony to eternally honor and pay tribute to the selfless spirit of Mr. Toda, who had lived in complete accord with these words of Daishonin, and to pass that legacy on to the next generation. Nichiren Daishonin writes, "Life is limited and we must not protrude it. We should aspire to, after all, is the Buddha land." Today, on March 18th, 2017, we, the youth of Don Valley, have tried to recreate the magic of that day of history through a skit. This skit is based on an excerpt from Sgi President Daisaku Ikeda's essay, The Magnificent Ceremony on March 16th. We have named the skit as The Succession. Daisaku Ikeda's role is played by Sarthak Sharma. He is taking us back to the history by narrating the incidents of March 16th, 1958, and Josei Toda's role is played by Aumik.
After taking over the reins of the Soka Gakkai at the end of World War II, President Toda had pledged and finally achieved his goal of increasing its membership from 3,000 members to 750 households in 1958. He was 58 at that time. I remember this dialogue we had at that time when he told me his vision for the future. He expressed,
Daisaku, I want to fight to accomplish a membership of 3 million households over the next 7 years. Yes, I'd like to reach 3 million. Daisaku, could you do it?
Yes, I can. Now, I have fulfilled my vow to my mentor. I have fulfilled my vow to my fellow members. I have fulfilled all the objectives I pledged to achieve. I recall on that day, March 16, 1958, when we gathered at the foot of Mount Fuji. We entered a new stage in the progress of Kosen Rufu. It was a cold day. The grand peak of Fuji looked down on us from above, sincerely witnessing the event. The ceremony on March 16 was exhilarating. It consisted of some 6,000 young disciples gathered with their mentor, Josei Toda, whose life was quietly ebbing away. Although Mr. Toda's body had become weak, his spirit, determination, his moral was very high. He came with the help of his disciples.
Very young disciples.
But don't walking like a zombie.
Everyone celebrated the landmark day with joy and excitement. Brave young men and women dedicated to Kosen Rufu had assembled from all over Japan. They shook hands, patted each other on the shoulder, and talked and laughed together. Everyone was enjoying the hot and tasty pork soup. It was a joyful vision of future triumph. Just prior to the ceremony, the Prime Minister cancelled his attendance, but Mr. Toda was determined to make the day a solemn ceremony in which he entrusted the future to the youth. He announced that he was passing the baton of Kosen Rufu to the youth division. His voice grew louder at the ceremony, and he said,
Today, I recreate this mission to you young people. I trust the future to all of you. I am counting on you to accomplish Kosen Rufu. I am passing the baton to you. From the standpoint of the mystic law, everybody is equal. And for the individuals and the nation to achieve prosperity and happiness, there is no other way but to make true law as our foundation. To achieve this, it is our mission to accomplish Kosen Rufu without fail. The Soka Kai is the king of the religious world. The Soka Kai is the king of the religious world.
At this proud ceremony, Toda's heart had filled with the spirit of his mentor, Sunochoboro Makiguchi. He envisioned his mentor and said to him softly,
Sensei, I have inherited your will and secured a lasting foundation for Kosen Rufu. I have now entrusted my future to my own beloved disciples. Your will continues to pulse fresh and vibrant energy in our veins. The day is not far off when the flame of Kosen Rufu will spread throughout Asia and the entire world.
That's 5 decades of indestructible achievement have passed since that day. That impassionate cry, this lion's roar, is engraved forever in my being. At that moment, I vowed in my heart to see to it that the Soka Gakkai would indeed be the king. King of the religious world means king of the realms of thought and philosophy. The Chinese character for king, as you can see here, is written with 3 horizontal strokes, 1, 2, and 3. One above the other, intersected by 1 vertical stroke. Here are the 3 of the 3rd month, March, and the 1 of 16th. Where is the 6? It is represented by 6,000 Ganges rivers who would follow in their wake. For us, the great ceremony on March 16th showed clear proof that the assembly at Eagle Peak has not yet spoke. March 16th has been a farewell ceremony, the passing of the baton. 58 years have passed since then. In this time, the Soka Gakkai has soared to become the king of thought, the king of human rights, and the king of peace. The comrades, all of this, who have struggled by my side over the years, are all living wonderful lives of triumph and good fortune. I will always honor these noble friends through all time. Disciples are those who carry out the mentor's teaching. Disciples are those who fulfill their vows. I have done these things, and that is my greatest pride. Nichiren Daishonin writes, if you want to understand what results will be manifested in the future, look at the causes that exist in the present. A powerful determination and our actions in the present moment determine the future. March 16th is the internal starting point of true cause, which all disciples stand up to be counted. For me, each day is a day of fresh commitment. Each day is March 16th. Today, the rising star, sun, tints the great mountain range of the 21st century. Following the model of March 16th, I have passed the baton of Soka Gakkai spirit completely to the youth. Soon, yes, soon their time for glory will be here. March 16th is the time when trees and shrubs begin to parade their fresh greenery and their lovely new blossoms. Youth, whom I have always loved and trust, the 21st century is yours. Your time has come. It is unstoppable now. I renew my solarity pledge. Sensei, we, your disciples, will definitely accomplish Kosen Rufu. Please be rest assured.
Let's relive that historical moment. Let's repeat.
Sensei,
we, your disciples, will definitely accomplish Kosen Rufu. Please be rest assured.